This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 9 team of the land, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Longhorns will kick this away to get us going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. So Alabama's offense making their way on the field to open this game. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively. But they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
They test the middle but get stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Breaks free. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Longhorns offense out there for their first possession. Because we know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On first and 10, looking to throw. What a catch! Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Early in this season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is...
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
The offensive line is so caught up in communicating to pick up the defensive lineman. Nobody picks up the middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Keeping it on the ground here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Pass not complete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the do it over again.
Fake looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Looking to throw. It's Manning. Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball, that's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
He missed it. Off target that time. With that miss, no change in the score.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And now the first play of this drive, they're set up at the 37. Looking for some space. It's Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. On the move now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Boy, he comes up just short of his 1st down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the 1st down, but he gives him a chance.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. He'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Yeah, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire. The defense knew exactly what was coming there. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Back to throw. It's Manning. Looking for a man deep on the right side. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
So one explosive play has put this offense in scoring position, getting close now to the red zone. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
And they've got him on the blitz.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
After a disastrous 1st down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
That completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. quick pass to the left off the RPO. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down after that previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to a 39.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. A deep shot to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 39. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack. So here comes 3rd and long. Trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. Breaks into open space.
Chris, let's give credit to this defense for having all the answers on that one. Skill guys covered in nickel. Quarterback accounted for and stopped before reaching the marker. That's great coordination and togetherness from this defensive unit.
They'll kick it away here. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Running out of time in the pocket. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Scanning the field. It's Manning. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. Longhorns will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Taking a shot deep down the right side. This one is dropped. No one around him. He couldn't make the catch. Incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. The defense busting coverage. Leave the receiver wide open, and boy, oh boy, did they catch a break.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Back to pass. It's Simpson. He's running out of time here. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what? Job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. The shotgun running play called. Fights off a defender. Gets into space at the 50. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Great cut. They whiff on him. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense swarming him that time. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Dropping back, it's Manning. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. The pass rush closing in. He'll be brought down on 4th down, and the drive ends with a sack.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Can he make it to the marker? And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action.
A deep shot to the right. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second and goal for the offense. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Nothing on 1st down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now a crucial 3rd down and goal. Takes the toss, heads to his right. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, tie. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. With the catch, it's Moore. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Coverage team brings down the returner. The Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. To the air, it's Simpson. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on third down, you have to put the ball at least to the first down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick catch. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And that ball is incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were sluggish in the first half, almost completely shut down. Let's see if they can find a spark now coming out of the break. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep down the left side. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Back to throw. It's Manning. The receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Play action fake. Looking to throw. The pass rush gets home.
Another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Just standing there, gets hit again.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. So the drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. And now the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A direct snap. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Crucial third down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To throw, it's Simpson. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He'll field the punt. And the coverage team able to bring him down. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. The offense starts with a short field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking right, this one caught. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Breaks an open space. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Here comes the point after attempt. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Gonna run it. It's Miller. First down and more. He's still running. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Looking deep to the right side. It's caught, still going inside the 10. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
And that is just a great job by this defense on 3rd down. Getting penetration, they come up with a loss. Now it's a big decision. 4th down, as an offensive coordinator, you've been going backwards. What do you call?
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
So the drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Spins away from defenders. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Single back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Oh, what a grab! And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks, but there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Manning. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. change here on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Longhorns will have to punt this one away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They bring down the return on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Let's see how this 4th quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Handoff to the back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Back to pass. It's Simpson. And looking for a big play here. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. That's reeled in. It's Horton. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Heading left after the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
What a gutsy call there on 4th down with the RPO. The quarterback deserves all the credit. He didn't pick up the first down, but he did a good job of reading his key to indicate hand the football off. The linebacker sat back, gave him enough room. They pick up that first down, keep the sticks moving.
Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try to run for the first down. Touchdown, Alabama. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Manning. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got it with room to run. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive.
Let's go.
Leaning on the run game here late. The gain moves the ball to the 34. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back's got it again. Crosses the 45. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Gets the first and still running. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, I love watching these linebackers fly around, doing a good job of reading their keys. Saw the guard pulling, shot through that A-gap, was able to blow this play up.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. They're going to run it here. Breaks into the clear. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Toss it to the back, running left. He breaks free. They're able to convert. Now it'll be first and goal at the 6. Well, this is a performance, Kirk, in a big showdown game late in the season. Tough competition to show what you're about. And they've made the clutch plays, and they got to be considered a serious contender going forward now.
Yeah, we've said this really all year. Obviously, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And these guys have been on a mission since day one. And they're going to be a real problem in the next few weeks as we get the playoff.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, this is a huge touchdown late in this game to make this a 2-possession game with under a minute to go. I think it's safe to say they can secure victory here.
See if they can convert the point after. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Looking to pass. It's Manning. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short gains are not going to...
A deep shot to the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Crowd trying to help out here on 4th down. Catch made by the tight end. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down. Fourth down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly.
No gain on the play.
Important second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw over the middle. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Bringing pressure. Looking for a late deep throw. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can.
On the play. Second down.
Second down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Wide open downfield. Tackled right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.